Hello, welcome to this Thursday after Ash Wednesday. We're into the season of Lent now, and I can always count on getting a text message from my niece on Ash Wednesday when she'll ask this question: can we eat meat today? And got that yesterday, of course, and my temptation always is to say, well, yeah, just put it in your mouth and chew. Of course you can eat meat. I think what she's really wondering, of course, is Catholics, are we permitted or are we allowed to eat meat? And it really boils down to the truth of our faith that Jesus desires a free response. And so, yes, of course, we have a discipline that we as a church choose during Lent, but nonetheless, it's always going to be about a choice, isn't it? Like yesterday, for example, I was keenly aware that we were not to eat meat, and yet I opened up my refrigerator door, and there it was, some nice sliced ham, and I had to make a choice right at that moment. It's really the essence of how we are to follow God, right? To follow Jesus, who is offering us life, but because of how we've been created, he wants us to love him, that requires freedom. And so we'll always need to make a free choice to the love that Jesus offers to us. And that shouldn't be any surprise. That's the way it is with Lent as well. The first reading that we had today from the book of Deuteronomy lays out this truth in a very basic way when it says that Moses, speaking to his people, says, I have set before you life and death, blessing and a curse, choose life. So we always have this choice we need to make over and over again. These choices, as we make them more and more, begin to develop virtue in our lives, good habits, but not without continual practice, continually choosing the good, choosing the way of the gospel. When Moses says that the Lord sets before us a blessing and a curse, early Christians would have been very interested in that promise of a blessing being set in front of us, because they always associated that with the Eucharist, because Jesus offers the famous Jewish blessing prayer at the Last Supper, that Barakah prayer that we know a bit about. And so if we're looking for that place where we're most called to make a choice, it seems to me the Eucharist is a place where that happens, because each time we come, it's a free choice. And sadly, we know some of our friends, our family have chosen against it, but in the end, it needs to be as free as the entire Christian life, that we come there and receive the blessing, the richness of God's life. So let's pray today that the Lord will strengthen our will, strengthen our desires during this season of Lent, that as we practice virtue, that we might discover the blessings that come from choosing God again and again.